What's going on, everybody? This is Coach Reg, aka Mr. In10sity, and my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you. Now, I don't think you understand how beautiful your body is. You are living in a perfectly created vessel that can do a vast majority of things, and I don't think that you use it to its full potential because the powers that be don't want you to understand the greatness that is within you. So in this video, I'm going to show you and tell you a few things about your body that you may not know, that you may not understand, but after this video, you might want to research them because I'm going to delve into them a little bit, but not as deep as I could go. But I want you to see that you are living in a skyscraper. You are living in a giant. You are living in a universe created just for you, and it's a vessel that you can do almost anything with. If you understood it after this video, then I urge you to go look into your body and how great your body is and how great your body can be. Now, the first thing I want to go into the human body overall. Now, it's said that it has 95 to 100 billion neurons or nerve cells. The brain alone has at least 85 billion of these cells, although it estimates about 1 trillion. That's your body. Okay, that is your body. If you understood that your body can do everything and has all this stuff, then I think you would look at it and treat it a little bit better than you've been treating it. Okay, next, let's go into the structure of your body. You're a skyscraper, right? And all skyscrapers have structures, okay? But your structure is perfectly created, that every bone it needs. Now, it's 206 bones in your body. The skeletal system consists of bones and cartilage, the membranes that line each bones. Now, each bone has an organ that includes nervous tissue, epithelial tissue within the blood vessels, and connective tissue, blood, bone, cartilage, adipose, and fibrous connective tissue. Now, bones have many functions, as you see when you walk, talk, and move. Now, it's to provide support. They provide a framework for the attachment of muscles and other tissues, protection. Bones such as the skull and the rib cage protect internal organs from injury. As you know, if you get into a car accident and you hit your head or something like that, your skull will get damaged, but your brain is protected. Or if you get hit in the ribs or the stomach, your ribs are protecting everything that's really important. So the bones are very important around those particular areas. Movement. Obviously, you couldn't move without this, and the bones enable the body's movements by acting as levers and points of attachment for muscles. Perfectly designed. Mineral storage. Bones serve as a reservoir for calcium and phosphorus, essential minerals for various cellular activities throughout the whole entire body. I bet you didn't know this one. Blood cell protection. The protection of blood vessels occurs within the red marrow found in the cavities of certain bones. Energy storage. Yes, your bones do store energy. Lipids such as fats stored in adipose cells of yellow marrow serve as an energy reservoir. So you have energy deposits all in your bones. Now, one thing that you didn't know, you ever seen the track stars or the marathon runners? Things that nature, like not Usain Bolt, but the other marathon runners that you really like. I don't like to watch them because it's like too long and just running in circles all day, and I don't feel like watching them. Or the marathon runners. Did you know that humans can run further than any other animals in the world? Any other animal we can run further than. Humans used to hunt until the prey dropped dead, basically, or until the prey just said, I'm done running from you, I can't run no more. See, when you think about animals that run for a long time, you think about like horses and camels, and they can go and travel for a long time, but a human can actually chase an animal, not full speed, but we can keep up. We can't keep up with them either, but we can outrun them for a longer distance. And back in the ancient times, when we had to hunt our food, we used to just hunt them down like for miles and miles and miles until they just said, screw it, we done, we drop, all right, we got to be eaten. So that's how great you are. I bet you didn't know that. I bet you only thought you could run the block that you probably can run. No, it's because we're not conditioned to run this far anymore, which is why we can. If you look at marathon runners, they run miles and miles and miles and miles, and like that, how are you in such great shape? Because I take care of myself. So that's what it's about. So that's one thing you probably didn't know about your body. Now, the most fundamental unit of the human body is the cell. All human life originally begins with one single cell, which then divides into many more cells until a baby is born after 9 months of the cell division inside the mother's uterus. Every second that we're alive, the cells in our bodies are endlessly working to bring us back to a natural state of hemostasis or equilibrium. When we turn to medicines or physical manipulations of our body system to heal us, we are really only facilitating our body's natural ability to heal from within. The body's ability to regenerate itself. You ever get a cut and in a couple days it's regenerated and you only see a scar of that? That's what we're talking about here. Each cell is a dynamic living unit that is consistently monitoring and adjusting its own processes, ongoingly working to restore itself according to the original DNA code it was created with. And to maintain balance within the body, cells have the ability to heal themselves as well as make new cells that replace those that have been permanently damaged or destroyed. Even when a large number of cells are destroyed, the surrounding cells replicate to make new cells, thereby quickly replacing the cells that were destroyed. This is why I do intermittent fast. Okay, I do intermittent fast because the cells of my digestion, my intestine, are regenerating while I'm fasted. When you are eating, okay, and you're not really letting your bodies rest, the body and your intestines do not regenerate, which means you have old cells living within your body, and you don't have a new digestion. So when you have digestion problems, and they say fast, you actually should fast because it heals the cells in your body, which require less sleep because while you're awake, your body's actually healing itself as if you were asleep, but not to the full, effect of it, but as if you were asleep. Your body's and your digestion, your cells in there are regenerating while you're awake. So that's why I do my intermittent fasting. Now, when a bleeding injury occurs anywhere in our bodies, blood vessels at the site contract and slow the bleeding. Okay. Next, blood, which come into contact with the air, begin forming a blood clot where the injury is located. White blood cells then accumulate at the spot and destroy and digest dead cells by secreting special enzymes stored in small packets in the cells called lysosomes. Okay, that way, dead cell debris is removed and new space is made for new cells to occupy. Almost simultaneously, the process of new cell formation begins. These new cells originate mostly from the newer layers of cells of a particular tissue, while older cells are pushed to the state of the injury to gradually fill the space that was made by the injury. This remarkable and complex process automatically stops when the healing is complete. This healing process is not just for injuries, but it also takes care of normal everyday wear and tear. Damaged, destroyed, or dead cells are replaced in great numbers daily from our skin, mouth, intestines, and blood. Do you understand how great that is? Your body is like a mad scientist, and all it wants to do is survive. But you put it through so much hell, it's always in a stressed state, and it has a hard time surviving. The human body is not supposed to get cancer. The human body is not supposed to be obese. It's all from what we're eating. And if you understood that, you would understood why everything that you get is it because of what you're eating and how you're taking care of yourself. You must work out, you must eat right, you must condition yourself, and you must take care of yourself, okay? Now, this is one of my favorites. There is more than one body. Now, you have one physical body, and you have one non-physical body. I have experienced both of these. You have your dense body and your astral body, where you can leave your body, but it's only activated through a decalcification of the pineal gland. Like I said in my previous video, you have more than one body. Now, if I said this to you, which I'm going to say, you probably wouldn't even believe me. But imagine if I told you could go to space, if you astral projected. You'd go to Saturn, you'd go to the dark side of the moon, you'd go to Mars. Would you believe me? I don't think so. You probably think I'm crazy as shit, right? Probably would, wouldn't you? Yo, this dude crazy as hell. What is he talking about? Listen, I tell you things that I've only experienced. I tell them in a simplistic way where you need to understand only my experience. Only way to understand and truly believe what I'm saying is just to research it yourself. Because everything I'm saying is a fact. See, I'm not in the business of belief. I'm in the business of knowing. Belief is the absence of knowing. I'm in the business of actually experiencing these things and knowing and doing the research myself. The problem is most people don't research themselves. So either they take the word for it or think the person is full of shit. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not full of shit. But only way you can find out I'm not full of shit is you actually go research it yourself. So research it yourself. Can you astral project? Can you actually leave your body, float on top of your body, and look at your body sleeping? Yes, you can. But you don't believe me, and if you're religious, you really don't believe me. But that's another topic. But this is the amazing ability of your body. You have a pineal gland, you have an access to full ability of your body, and I'm telling you, through that, you can access the full ability of your body. And then you'll really have fun with your body. You see what's really going on. The next thing, the body has an amazing ability to cool itself down. The body gives off enough body heat on a hot day to boil water. And it has the ability to cool themselves down. Okay? So if you ever looked on top of your head when you walk outside the gym and you're sweating and you see steam rising from your head, well, the internal body heat can actually boil water. Now, not to say you can go in the house and dip your hand in water like they did in the Devil's Advocate, Al Pacino, and he dipped his hand in holy water and it was burning, boiling. It's not like that. But your body has the ability to cool itself down. If it didn't have that ability, you probably would drop from body heat, and you would probably go into shock. And that's how the body kind of protects itself. Your body wants to survive, so your body has things where it protects itself because your body is very, very intelligent. So I just thought you should know that. Here's one right here. Everybody should know this one because a lot of people are obese in America. For every pound of fat or muscle you gain, your body must also create new blood vessels, but it creates 7 miles of them. Okay? For every 1 pound of body fat, your body creates 7 miles of new blood vessels because your blood travels very far. In just one day, your body travels 12,000 miles, which should let you know how far your blood has to travel all throughout your body. And for 1 pound of body fat or muscle you gain, your body creates new blood vessels. So imagine if you're 150 and you pretty much gain 10 pounds. Okay, you just pretty much got, it was 70 times 10. You got 70 miles of new blood vessels all through your body because your body is bigger now, so it needs new blood vessels to move through it. You understand what I'm saying here? All right. Another thing, this is probably one of the most craziest things. I knew this because I take gold, but your body contains gold. Yes, it does. Your body contains about 0.2 milligrams of gold, and most of that is in our blood. Now, to get one gold coin, you can't take blood from your body and go get a coin and go cash it in. In order to get the gold that that is a coin, which weighs about 8 grams, you need all the blood from 40,000 people. I don't know 40,000 people who won't give you that much blood for one little coin, but just so you know that your body has gold in it. Okay? You didn't know that, did you? Now, I'll give you another fact. Now, I'll give you a link that you can buy actually gold from. I take gold. Okay, I got it from Nasir Ra. I follow him on YouTube. It's called Hidden Power University. And I take gold. And when I started taking gold, things started to happen within me. I started to feel more alive because I started to become who I really am. I already have gold in me. I take you can't melt gold and drink it. I'm not talking about that. Look it up. I'll put a link in my description. You can check it out yourself. But your body has gold in it. I thought you should know that. Now, here is one of the most craziest important facts. The half moon on your nail, right? You see the little half moon on the bottom of your nail called the lumina, right? Now, it's there to hide blood vessels. And it's white because it needs to be thicker for added protection, okay, for the blood vessels. Now, if you don't see your lumina, or it's faint, it's a sign that you could have slow digestion, or also means you could have slow metabolism, or an overload of toxins in your body. So I want you to stop and look at your nail right now. Do you see it? Do you see your lumina? Okay. Now, if you can only see your lumina on your thumb, it means that your immunity is weak or your energy is low. And it also means that there's disease that could be coming on the horizon. Okay. Now, if your nails have wrinkles in them, that could be an indication of disease in your body. Also, nails that are soft and brittle with no lumina could indicate an overactive thyroid. Nails with bumps in them is an indication that you could have liver or heart problems. So I want you to look at these diagrams that I'm putting up. And I want you to look at your nails. And I want you to see what's going on. Now, if you have alumina in your nails, okay, and you have more than one, and you can see them clear, there's nothing to worry about. But I want you to look at the diagrams and see, because I've seen people with the little wrinkles on their hands and their nails, and it's not looking good for y'all. So y'all need to take care of yourselves, because on the horizon, disease is coming, because your body's talking to you and saying, "Yo, take care of me, please, because I'm about to conk out on you." So it's like, your car, giving you an engine light. Well, your nails are telling you to check your engine. What are you putting into your body? All right. Now, here's a good thing. Now, when someone is in love, the human brain releases the same neurotransmitters and hormones that are released by the consumption of amphetamines. This leads to a loss of appetite, sleep, increased heart rate, and feelings of excitement. So, as you look at diagrams, receptors in your brains are going off just as if you're taking drugs when you're in love. That's why you feel so happy and excited, and you can't sleep, and you can't eat, and you can't do nothing but think about that person, and you just up all night thinking about that person. It's like you took a drug, right? It's because you kind of did. It was called love, and your brain recognized that. And your body's giving you, feelings of excitement and everything. You can't even sleep, and I can't eat. I love this person, I can't eat. It's because your brain is your body's very smart, and it's telling you, how you feel. All right? So think about that. Now, this is my last fact, okay? For every 1 square of a centimeter of a human skin, it contains 3,000 sensory cells, 12 heat sensors, 200 pain sensors, 700 sweat glands, and 1 yard of blood vessels, and 4 yards of nerves that send messages to the brain up to 200 miles an hour. Now, if you don't believe there is a higher power, then you must be a crazy mofo. Because everything that you have going on in your body says that something is a billion times more intelligent than you to make you the way you are. It has made you somewhat of a god yourself. You can control your own universe. You can control the law of attraction. You ever heard of that? You are your own. You can create your own reality, and this body that you're living in is only at it's not even at its full potential yet. Okay, you must take care of yourself, and knowing yourself is the best thing, because there's nothing like being in your body for 50 years and not even knowing what it can do. It's like I don't know why I compare everything to cars. Forgive me. I used to fix cars for a living. Okay, that's like getting in a Lamborghini and you don't know it has the little hit shift, or you don't know that it has overdrive, or you don't know it has a radio, or you don't know it has like Bluetooth or something like that. You don't know everything it can do. You don't know what it's built to do. But I'm here to tell you what it's built to do, because part of my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. So my job is to show you what your body can do. What are you going to do with it? Everybody have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Subscribe, like, go in the description. If you want coaching, I'm a nutritionist. I'll coach you. Whatever you want to do. Everybody have a great day. I appreciate the support. Share my stuff. I only help one person at a time.